Welcome to the food making. So today we're gonna make galito de pozole.
For 1 hour about.
For ingredients that we need today is 1 whole chicken, 1 big can of corn, 1 whole white onion, 1/2 full of 1/4. Okay, so let's go over to our ingredients that we have. Okay, so these are our ingredients. So we have 1 can of corn, and then 1 whole cabbage, 4 whole lemons, and then we have 2 whole onions, and then we have 1/2 of chicken with the bone, cut and butcher, and 1 bag of Cheetos put dry. Okay, so that's our ingredients. So let's go over to the kitchen, and then we're gonna tell you how we do it. Hi, today we're gonna make pozole, and here's my partner Greg. He's gonna help us. Here's my partner Greg.
I am Nathan's dad, and today I'm his helper.
So today we'll stand up with all these ingredients. We reviewed them already in the level. So now we're gonna get started. So first we're gonna pull out the meat. So first what you wanna do is you wanna take off the sticker. Because if you don't take off the sticker, then it won't come off. So first you gotta take off the sticker. Okay. So now we have the raw meat. It is cut and open. So all you gotta do is put this meat in the pot. So I just need to grab all this, take all the red stuff out, and then put this right in the meat. So as you can see, the meat is kind of thick, but you got it in there. Okay.
And we put our meat first, and then we add the water, because that way we know how much water we have to add.
Yes.
If we were to put the water and then we put the meat, sometimes the meat makes the water get too high.
Yeah, it gets it too high if you just put the water. And also if you put the water first and then the meat, then the meat won't taste like nothing. It will taste like water.
So
that's why it's important.
How much do we fill this, Nathan?
We fill it about right here.
Halfway?
Halfway.
Okay. And this is a pretty big pot. This is like a big 1 foot
If it
tall.
was just right here, like where the water's at, then we're gonna have, and if it's dripping,
Okay.
we're gonna have to.
So we will return once we get this pot full and we throw our leaves and we throw our oregano in there. We'll be back.
Okay, so next we need to cut the onion. So we already cut the onion. First, we have this pot cooking. So what we're gonna do is grab a handful.
What is that?
This is mint.
It's oregano. Oregano.
This is oregano. So we're just gonna dump it right there.
And we got our chicken on medium heat right now.
So we got our chicken on medium heat. And next, we're gonna put 2 mint leaves. Don't put more than 2 or else it won't taste good. So
Those are bay leaves.
these are bay leaves. We just dump them. And then we put 1 whole onion.
1 whole onion, and that's cut up into 4 pieces. You're gonna put the rest of that onion in there?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Okay.
We could put the rest of the onion in there.
Just be careful.
And then what you want to do is just peel it so that way. Oh, okay.
Perfect.
So now
We're gonna let that boil for a long time. Let's say until the chicken starts to spread apart on its own, and then we know it's kind of done. So we'll come back when we get our chicken boiling and ready to take apart.
Okay, thank you. But we're gonna return right here, and then after this, we're gonna do some more greens. But we'll talk about that when this is ready to cook. Thank you very much. This is Nathan and my partner Greg speaking. Thank you very much.
Hold on, let me leave this like this so we able to...
Okay, what are we doing here, Nathan?
Okay, first we're grabbing a chile and then opening it and then taking all the seeds out. Then once you're done taking all the seeds out and see no more, you put them right there.
How many chilies do you do this to?
I'll do like about 6 of them.
6 or 7 chiles, huh?
Yeah.
And what kind of chiles are these?
These are
Guajillos?
guajillos.
Okay, they're not a California chile, right? They look like California, but they're guajillos. They're from Mexico.
No, they're from Mexico. They're from guajillos. So what you want to do, if the seeds are stuck and you can't take them out, just leave them and then just dump them right there.
Okay. And you chopped up all of your cabbage already?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's nice and thin, huh?
Yeah, it's nice and thin.
You can make it thicker if you want
So
to.
what you want to do is you're gonna want to do this and then put everything in the bowl. So I think that's our last one.
Now you're making homemade chili with this pozole?
Yes, we're making homemade chili.
Okay.
That's what we make.
What else did you cut up over here to get ready?
So what I did, I just cut up my lemons, half a piece. I cut my lettuce, and then for the last thing, we're going to pour chili. So
That's the main ingredient, huh?
That's the main ingredient.
Okay, we'll be back when we're making our chili process.
Okay, I'm recording.
Okay, Nathan, what are we doing here?
Okay, so first we're gonna grab the chili and then put it in the pot and leave it there until it rises, and then we're gonna put it right here in this container, and then take it over in the table, and then we're gonna put the button, and then it's gonna turn.
It's gonna blend it. So right now we have our pot on really low heat. We have just a little bit of oil. We got our guajillos. All of the seeds are out of the guajillos. And so what we do is we put them in the heat and we just kind of let them rise a little bit, give a little bit of crisp to them. And then once they do that, then what we're going to do, we're going to throw them in the blender. Then we take the blender
all
over
the way
there.
to there, and then press the button so it could blend.
That's right. Okay, so go ahead and we'll see you when we're getting back to the blender part, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now this is our expansion process is what we call this.
Can I record it?
You can kind of see that this thing will rise on its own. That's what we want it to see. We want to see it rise on its own. That's why we know it's cooking. Okay, so now we are in the mixing process. We've got our chiles. Nathan put them in the pan. They expanded. We burned them a little bit. And now we have half a cup of water. And Nathan's going to pour that into the blender. Go ahead and pour it all in there. Now, we don't want to add too much water, because if we add too much water, then the chilies really never break down properly. So we add a little bit of water, and then if we need to add some after the breakdown has occurred, then we can add more after that. So Nathan, go ahead and hit the button, and let's get this thing going. How long do we have to blend it for, Pop?
We're gonna blend it for like
a minute and a half or 2 minutes?
A minute and a half or 2 minutes.
Okay.
Thanks.
Now we put it back on low and puree. Okay, so now that we have had this going for like a couple of minutes, the longer you let it blend, the more reddish it's going to get. It's really, right now it's like a paste, so we want to break it down like a liquid a little bit more. So we're going to pour a little more than a cup and a half. It's going to be about a cup and a half, I'm sorry, a little more than a cup, so about a cup and a half. Go ahead and pour that in there, Nathan.
We're going to pour all this, and then we're going to put this back on top, and then we're going to bend this again until it gets reddish. So here we go.
Okay, so we are done now, right Nathan? We're done mixing?
Yes, we're done now. We added a few more water to make it a little bit liquid, and now we're done with this.
Now this is the heavy concentrated chile, right?
Yes, this is the concentrated chile.
Okay. Now what are we going to do with this?
Now we're going to dump that into this pot.
Okay. I'll help you do that. If you want to grab this and hold this for me, stand right over here, young man.
No, be fine with me.
And then let me open this up.
Let me just pour this all in.
Ooh, that smells so good.
Yeah. Wait till you
Okay.
try it to be soup.
Chili left.
Yes, uh-huh.
So we want to get it all, right?
We want to get it all out. So we're going to dump it all right here.
No, we're going to pour it back into that. Now what are you doing?
Now we're going to mix this pozole. You don't want to mix it too much or else it's gonna not taste so good. So you're going to want to mix it like for 3 minutes.
And you have it like on high heat right now.
Yeah. High heat makes it super hot. We want it super hot when we eat it because that's the only way that it's going to cool down. Because then the air is going to take all away, so that's the
And we
easy
haven't thrown the corn in yet because the corn cooks really fast, huh? So
Yeah.
that's the last thing that
So
we
if
go in.
we don't put this drink and just put the corn in, then it's gonna be ready, and then once we take it out, it's gonna be all burned.
Okay.
So that's why it's important to put this first and then mix.
Okay.
3.
Okay, so we got this bowl of can. We're gonna dump it right here, and once the corn comes out, the corn's gonna stay right here, and the water's gonna come out. That's important that water cannot come right here because then once we put it in the pot with the water, it's not gonna be very good. So that's why it's important to use this. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now that we got the corn in our soup over there, we did add like 3 tablespoons of chicken flavoring and about 3 tablespoons of salt. That's the
Okay.
only other thing that we added to that.
Yes, that's the only thing.
So we're going to let all the water drain out of this, and then we're going to throw this corn like
Into here.
that pot, like what, 10 minutes before we think it's done?
So I think this needs 1 more minute.
Okay.
And then it's all done because I think it's getting a little bit burnt, so maybe 1 more.
Okay, so we'll be back when we're ready to throw our corn.